So I'm back. I apologize for being on a hiatus for about 2 months. I think the last video I did, I was cycling from Tbilisi to Shepparton to volunteer for a bit and then meet Rio to cycle together. However, plans changed. Rio decided not to cycle at the moment, so I was kinda volunteering and have to replan what I want to do, and that's where the story starts. So at the point where Rio was ready to leave, I went from a volunteer to helping coordinate volunteers in Shepparton. So I decided to stay and he decided to go. So it's all, I would say, the universe weren't aligned and there wasn't much I could do about it. In any case, I've been here for about 4 months now and it's been a while. I haven't posted anything and I have no excuses for it really. I think the biggest factor is actually because I've been having a lot of thoughts in my mind, being in this new position, and at the same time being in the same place it feels very difficult to provide a content that I thought would be interesting, since everything kind of becomes a routine. So now I feel is the right time to get back into filming and vlogging again, and hopefully give you something fresh. So the past 2 months since I reached Shepparton cycling from Tbilisi, I've been staying in a tent over here, and now it's autumn and it's getting cold at night, maybe 9 degrees, 10 degrees Celsius, but it is kind of my comfort zone and I really enjoy being in the tent. Well, technically I'm camping, but not really, because in my tent it's not just a sleeping mat and a sleeping bag. I also have a mattress and a duvet and a pillow, so I'm kind of cheating, but it's pretty comfortable. However, having stayed in the tent for the past 2 months, I have bad news, which is now my tent have many micro holes on the floor, and I really think it's due to ants like eating through the material. I only realized it when water starts seeping in during storms over here, and I was thinking, I don't know, maybe water just splashed inside. And then after further examination, I saw many tiny holes and I was so annoyed. I tried to duct tape everything, hoping to make it waterproof again, but it just isn't the same. Water still seep in and mud seep in and everything becomes dirty. It was quite upsetting because I've been having this tent for only about 3 months. And I was expecting to get like a year out of this tent because it is not cheap. It's about, I think, 550, 600 lari, which is I think 250 euros, 250 USD maybe, or like 300 Singapore dollars. So quite disappointing, but maybe it's because I didn't put a floor top, or maybe I pitched my tent in the wrong place, like on an ant hill or something, that caused all these holes. But I don't blame the tent. I really think the tent is really stable. I'm using a Salewa Micra 2. I think it's really stable. The color is not my favorite. It's like bright green. It's a bit difficult to be stealth. But in terms of waterproofness, in terms of sturdiness, in terms of like comfort, space, I really have no complaints. But it is a bit heavy. It's about like 2.6 kilograms if I'm not mistaken. So quite hefty. But robust in terms of structure. Just the tent floor. I mean, if I don't have a waterproof tent floor, I don't think I'll feel secure during rain or thunderstorm. I guess I have to look for a new tent. Looking for tents in Georgia is not easy. Actually, looking for anything in Georgia is not easy. Outdoor stuff like tents, sleeping bags, sleeping mats, anything like that is really expensive. Like maybe 2 to 3 times more than online prices. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. Maybe it's the tax, maybe it's the shipping, I don't know, but it's so expensive. So I had to look for a tent online, and I have to order it from AliExpress, which I did. It's like a nature hike tent. And now I'm waiting for it to arrive to Lagodeki, which is like 30 minutes from here. And any shipment will have to go to the nearest post office because houses in Pona village do not have addresses. So you gotta get your mail from there, or you gotta send your mail over there. So that's kind of the inconvenience of it. Nonetheless, fingers crossed, hopefully I get my tent and the rest of the items that I've ordered. Well, I also have another problem, which is the village house. Apparently now there's mice, and they seem to have a lot of mice. I mean, I haven't seen it personally. I've seen them personally, but volunteers stay in the village house, and mice came onto the bed, and the volunteers shifted somewhere else. So I have to deal with the mice problem. And apart from mice problem, I have a dog problem. Today I was cycling to Chapeau, and a dog tried to bit my foot. I mean, he actually bit my foot, bit through my boots and tear my boots. These damn dogs in Georgia, they are like aggressive. Like most of them are just like bark without bite, but this particular one is quite an asshole. So that is it for my comeback vlog. I will update you on whether I get mauled by this damn dog. So we'll see. At the same time, because winter is coming, I'm not sure whether I will leave this place before winter or after winter, because a lot of things are not exactly like certain right now. I'm kinda okay at where I am. Stay tuned to my next vlog. I will try my best to make it as frequent as before.